IELTS Life Skills A1 Spouse Visa Test.
Okay, am I audible? When's your exam?
Tomorrow at 4:30.
Ooh, okay, are you nervous?
A little bit.
Okay, don't be. All right, let's get started. Nearby is going to be your speaking partner. Let's get started. Um, Rimsha, you're going to be candidate A. Nearby, you're going to be candidate B. This is IELTS Life Skills A1 Speaking and Listening Test. Candidate A, please mark your attendance.
My full name is Rimsha Hamad. My candidate number is 291550. I'm here to take IELTS A1 Life Skills Speaking and Listening Test.
Thank you. Candidate B, can you mark your attendance?
My name is Nirbhay Singh Sandhu. Today I'm here to take my IELTS Life Skill A1 Listening and Speaking Test. My candidate number is 0123.
Thank you. This is Angelina. I am your interlocutor for IELTS Life Skills A1 Speaking and Listening Test. Candidate A, can I have your full name, please?
My full name is Rimsha Hamad.
What can I call you?
You can call me Rimsha.
Can you spell your name?
Yes, sure. It's Rimsha.
Where do you come from?
I come from Jhelum, Pakistan.
And what do you do?
I'm a housewife.
What kind of housework do you do at home?
I do a lot of houseworks at home. Like in the morning, I make breakfast for everyone. Then I clean my house. I clean my kitchen. I do laundry sometimes. I do dishes. I also clean my garden. I make lunch for everyone. I make dinner for everyone.
What's your favorite meal of the day?
My favorite meal of the day is breakfast. I love to eat breakfast with my family. I'm an early riser, so I get up early in the morning and go to my kitchen and cook a healthy breakfast for everyone. Sometimes we have paratha with egg on in the morning as a breakfast, and sometimes we love to eat bread with eggs. And some love to eat tea in the morning. Some love to take a coffee in the morning. I love to take juice in the morning. My favorite day of the meal is breakfast because I love to eat healthy breakfast with my family.
So, would you prefer to live alone or with someone else in the future?
I love to live with my husband in future in UK.
Thank you so much, Candidate A. Candidate B, can I have your full name, please?
My full name is Nirbhay Singh Sandhu.
What can I call you?
You can address me by my first name Nirbhay.
Can you spell your name?
It's Nirbhai.
Where do you come from?
I come from a small town, Shri Muktsar Sahib, which is situated in the northwestern region of Punjab.
What do you do?
Currently, I'm working as a farmer and I'm a small entrepreneur too. I run a small business of a shrimp farming.
How do you travel?
I prefer to travel by car. Uh, no doubt there are public transport available in my city, but it's always convenient to travel by my car because it saves a lot of time.
Who is your good friend?
I have a lot of friends. But if I talk about my best friend, Manbir is my best friend. We studied in school together, and we are still in touch.
What do you do on a normal day?
On a normal day, I have a hectic life throughout the day. I wake up early in the morning, go out for a walk, then I go out in my farms. Later on, have some evening meal with my parents, then watch some TV, then have a good night's sleep.
What kinds of books do you like to read?
Well, I call myself an ardent reader and I like to read different kinds of books. And normally I read storybooks and motivational books a lot. I'm very fond of history, so sometimes I read history too.
Thank you so much, Candidate B. Now, candidate A, I want you to question candidate B about watching news, and candidate B, you will question candidate A about sports and games. You both have 1 minute to think about your questions. After 1 minute, I will give you the instruction to speak. All right, candidate A, could you please question candidate B about watching news? You have 2 minutes to question, and your time begins now.
Candidate B, are you ready?
Yes.
Do you like to watching news?
Yes, I like to listen to news because I think it provides a lot of information and it keeps me up to date.
How often do you like to watch news?
Well, with every cup of tea in the morning, I like to watch news because it provides and enhance my knowledge and like it, I come to know about the daily happenings in our surroundings.
With whom do you like to watching news?
Uh, I prefer to watch news with my family members. When I'm sitting with my friends, even I can watch news with them. It doesn't matter whoever is staying or sitting with me. I like to watch news.
Do you like to watching news in the morning?
Yes, as I mentioned earlier, with the morning tea, I like to watch news.
So do you like to watching news in the evening?
Well, why not? But whatever the time of the day is, whenever I'm free from my work routine, I'll turn the TV on, or even I watch this app downloaded on my phone, news app. So I like to watch different kinds of news about sports news, political news on in the evenings too.
Do you like to watch news on your mobile?
Oh yes, I think it's the most convenient way to watch news. Even when you are not at home, I can watch news on during my work.
How much time do you spend to watching news?
I spend roughly 30 to 35 minutes a day to watch news. I think this much time is enough for me as I'm busy throughout the day, so I don't have enough time to watch news, so I just hardly watch news for 30 to 35 minutes.
Okay. What kind
Thank
of news
you.
do you
Thank
like?
you so much, candidate A, for your questions. Now, candidate B, could you please ask your questions about sports and games from candidate B? You only have 2 minutes to question, and your time begins now.
Do you like sports and games? Can you hear me, Canada Day? Can you hear me?
Rimsha,
Sorry, I didn't get you. Can you
yeah,
please repeat it?
yes, let me tell you. Candidate B, please
Okay.
ask your questions from candidate A about sports and games.
Okay. Can you
You
hear me
have
now?
2 minutes. Your time begins now.
Do you like sports and games?
Yes, yes, I love sports and games.
Which is your favorite sport?
My favorite sport is cricket. I love to play cricket with my family on weekends.
How often you normally play cricket?
I play cricket on weekends with my family, sometimes with my friends.
How long have you been playing cricket?
It's been almost 5 years when I was in college. I like to play cricket with my friends, and now I play cricket with my in laws.
What other games and sports are popular in your country?
There is a lot of games and sports are popular in my country, but people love to play cricket most, football, cricket, badminton because they love them most.
As we know that everyone is being in a hectic life nowadays, so do you think that kids should be taught to play sports and games that they can stay fit and healthy?
Yes, it is very important for kids to uh, get knowledge about sports and games. The sport and games keeps children active and their brain also active.
Are there any sports schools in your country?
Sorry, I didn't get it. There are.
Are there any sports school which provide knowledge about different kinds of sports in
Yes,
your country?
there are many. Yes, there are many sports schools in my country.
Okay, have you been to any of that school so far?
No, I didn't.
So would you like to go to any school in future if you get chance?
If I get chance, I would love to, but now I'm a housewife, so I don't have that much time to go for uh, taking classes. So I prefer
Okay,
play
okay,
sports with my
okay.
family in my house.
Would you like to be a professional cricketer, as you said mentioned that you like cricket a lot?
Yes, Shaheen Afridi is one of my favorite cricketer. I see it's been 2 years. I like him. He's very best cricketer, and he's very handsome too.
Would you like?
Thank you so much, Candidate B, for your questions. This is the end of phase 1B. Now I'm going to share the screen with you. You will listen to our recording and answer 3 questions each. All right, Candidate A and Candidate B, please listen to the recording and tell me, what are the students talking about? A room, a school, or a local park? Candidate A, you will tell me, what is the first student talking about in the first recording? A room, a school, or a local park? Candidate B, you will tell me, what is the second student talking about in the second recording? A room, a school, or a local park? Let's listen.
Task 1. Script 1.
Do you like where you live?
Yes, I like it. The family that I live with are very kind. The house is near to the shops. I have a large room. It's on the 3rd floor. I have a computer and a desk, and so I study there every evening from 6:30 until 9. There are 2 big windows, and I can see the trees in the garden. What about you?
Script 2.
Where do you like to go in your free time?
I go to the park near my house and walk by the lake. I go there each Sunday when I'm not at school. I like to go out because I don't like sitting in my room. I like to see the flowers, and it's very beautiful. I meet my sister and we talk together, and sometimes we stay until it's dark.
Candidate A, can you tell me, what is the first student talking about? A room, a school, or a local park?
A room.
Thank you. Candidate B, can you tell me, what is the second student talking about in the second recording? A room, a school, or a local park?
They were talking about a local park.
Thank you so much. Now listen again and answer these questions. Candidate B, in the first recording, what is the house near to? And what does the student see in the garden? Candidate A, in the second recording, what day does the student go to the park and who does she meet there? Let's listen again.
Skills for Life. Entry 1. Task 1. Script 1.
Do you like where you live?
Yes, I like it. The family that I live with are very kind. The house is near to the shops. I have a large room. It's on the 3rd floor. I have a computer and a desk, and so I study there every evening from 6:30 until 9. There are 2 big windows, and I can see the trees in the garden. What about you?
Script 2.
Where do you like to go in your free time?
I go to the park near my house and walk by the lake. I go there each Sunday when I'm not at school. I like to go out because I don't like sitting in my room. I like to see the flowers, and it's very beautiful. I meet my sister and we talk together, and sometimes we stay until it's dark.
All right, candidate B, in the first recording, what is the house near to?
The house near to the shops.
And what does the student see in the garden?
They see trees in the garden.
Thank you. Candidate A, in the second recording, what day does the student go to the park?
Sunday.
And who does she meet there?
Her sister.
Thank you so much. This is the end of the listening
Her
test.
sister.
Yeah, her sister. You both have passed the listening test. Now, let's begin with the last phase of the test, that is phase 2B. In this phase of the test, candidate A and candidate B, please discuss with each other going to the park. You have 3 minutes to discuss and your time begins now.
Candidate B, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Should I start?
I love to go, sure. I love to go to the park with my family. What about you? Do you like to go to the park?
Well, it's I think the best activity that I prefer to do in my weekends, and I think it's a stress relieving activity for me. What do you think that what kind of people do you normally see in the parks?
I like see old people normally in the park. They are sitting on the benches and talking to each other. I see children. They are taking rides, taking swings. Taking swings in the park. I see young people doing exercise in the park. What about you?
That's true.
What
It
do
means like
you?
people from different walks of the life can be seen in the park, and I think it they also enhance our knowledge. We when we talk to them and we do conversation with them, it's like kind of good thing for us. And do you think that youngsters should go to the park as compared to like they are nowadays too much into social media? They don't prefer to go in the parks.
Yes, I think it is very important for youngster to go to the park for relaxing their mind because nowadays youngsters are doing uh, a lot of things like they are working as a machine. So for relaxation and for relaxing their body also, they should go to the park and do some exercise. It keep them healthy too. So do you like to go to the park with your wife or with your children?
Well, I don't have children yet. I married just last year, so I don't like to. Yeah, I do like to go out in the park with my wife and my family members too. And what do you think that nowadays parks have changed? Like we can see different kinds of flowers and fruit trees in the parks.
Yes, I think it's changed, but not for me because I don't go to the park daily, or I just go to the park on weekends. Whenever I go to the park, I just see greenery everywhere, butterflies, pure nature. The air is so pure at the morning. I go to the park in the morning because the weather in the morning is very pleasant. What about you? Do you like to go to the park in the morning?
Well, I prefer to go to the park in the morning and evening too because I think it rejuvenates my mind. And also, like as you mentioned, that the air is so fresh during the morning time, and also it it's the best time to go to the park. And evenings too. I like to go to the evening after a small meal. After having some snacks, I go to the park in the evening. And what do you think that should youngsters be taught to importance of parks?
Yes, I think so. Youngster have should talk about importance of park. They should go there for exercise. They should go there for relaxing their mind. Nowadays, I think the youngsters are going to the park because they are not robots. Like they need some
The,
pure air. So for this, they go to
are there
park.
Are there plenty of parks in your town or city where you live, or there just few?
No, there
If I
is
talk
just
about
two.
my home country, like there are heaps of parks. We can see the park in each and every corner of a city. I think
Thank
more
you.
majority
Thank
of
you so
people.
much. Candidate A and Candidate B, this is the end of the test and good luck for your results.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. You both have clearly passed the test. Rimsha, beautiful, do not be scared tomorrow. Everything's going to be fine. Do not be worried. It's going to be all good.
Thank you.
And I think nearby, you also have your exam tomorrow, right?
Yeah, right, ma'am. It's tomorrow.
Okay, do not be nervous. There's nothing that can sabotage you or can bring you down because you guys are good. Your level of English is definitely beyond A1. So just don't be afraid tomorrow. Anyone could sit in front of you, somebody who's really terrible at English or someone who's really terrific at English. It's just your ability to manage and stick to the topic. Remember this thing.
All right.
Rimsha, beautiful, if you have any questions, please ask me.
Teacher, I just have one question stuck in my mind. If the
Mm.
candidate B is not questioning with me, just like in the phase two, he is not questioning with me. So how could I answer her or him?
Um, Look, beautiful. The other candidate will get 2 minutes to question, right? And nobody is that stupid that they will just be absolutely quiet. They will say something to you. So you can do one thing, that if somebody misunderstands the topic, then redirect it. Maybe the topic is countryside and they started questioning about country. So as a person who understands English, you will be like, as the topic is countryside, I love many things in the countryside. Start talking about it. Okay? But
Okay,
I'm
I get.
sure, yeah. Um, See, misunderstanding takes place. Students don't get it. If the examiner gives them the topic hometown, they start questioning about neighborhood, right? But it is your task that you have heard the topic, so you will redirect it by saying, as the topic is neighborhood, I have many friends living in my neighborhood, just like this.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much for your
Thank
advice.
you. Wish you all the very best. I know you're going to do great.